It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and their Golden State rivals to the north, the Oakland A's. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Oakland Athletics.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
A huge key I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick a baseball around. If they can put the ball in play and make this defense beat themselves, they don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run homer.
Sean Manaea gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, on the mound now is Sean Manaea, the pride and joy of Indiana State University. Low three-quarter arm angle. He reminds me a lot of former Met pitcher Sid Fernandez. Mid to upper 90s fastball. A true slurve. He also has a straight changeup and a funky arm angle. He's really tough on lefties.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is gone. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. First home run of the campaign for him as the Angels take a 1-0 lead. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. The 1-0. Line to the right side. And Upton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Cozart, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the second round back in the draft of two. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Into the box, Dustin Fowler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Rivera corrals it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of a great slider that time. Ripped down the line. Base hit, and the A's are into the hit column for the first time this season. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. In his career, Lowry is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Flashes under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. Throw won't get him.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Chris.
Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The 1-1 home. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The relay to second now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. Two aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it, and that's the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now. Stepping in, Matt Chapman. Runner in scoring position with Sir John. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Ready on 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move to the second. And now for the Angels, Albert Pujols. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Here's Chris Young. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. There's 1 on to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Jabari Blash is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
The 1-2 fouled away. Young stands at first with one out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that misses, ball one. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one. A runner on first with two away. Ball and two strikes to the Angels catcher. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a two-out hit.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Fastball down near the shoe tops. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it's...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Angels strand a couple. Our score remains 2-1. Striding in for Oakland, Matt Joyce, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Matt Joyce.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
And he lays off for ball one.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2. Fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now in 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, Bruce Maxwell will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Here comes Upton, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1. Up around the face. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Joyce. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away. Ready for another chance? Justin Upton. He reached on a single in his first try. In there, no balls and a strike. And that misses, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, Zach Cozart tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. There's a huge swing by Cozart and a drive to deep left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while. 1 strike to Pujols. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Chris Young. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Hard hit ball to short. Taken in by Simeon. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Fowler. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Marcus Semien. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Fowler on at first, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jed Lowry. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Liner toward right center. And that's in there, base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Here's Chris Davis now. From the stretch. And a slider bounces, and that'll get on by. Throw to third, and oh, they say he beat the throw, safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild, and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
1-1.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Outside, 2-1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now in the box, Matt Olson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A's strand a couple. Still down. Here's Jabari Blash, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
A base hit in his first trip. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Rivera swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2001.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Rene Rivera sent packing for the second out of the inning. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. Angels shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Or this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Angels leave 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in, Matt Chapman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Two and two. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Crowd on the run. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland.
Into the box now, Matt Joyce. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So now it's Mark Hanna. No balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled off. Pause and the 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. From the belt, the pitch, and he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
Behind 0-2 now. in the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Joyce, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The A's.
Leading off for the Angels.
First delivery to him on the way. High and deep to center field. Fowler going back on it. And it's gone.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Here comes another 0-2. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs.
Third baseman, number 7, Zach Kozar.
Standing in now, Zach Kozar. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And Lowry will look this one in for the first out.
The first baseman,
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Chris Young is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dustin Fowler. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken high above the zone.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3. Marcus Semien is on deck. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Popped up. Number 17 moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Jed Lowry. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Striding in once again, Jabari Blash. No hits to this point. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ready once again, Rene Rivera. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. Fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. And the 2-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Simmons is there. And now against his body, a jump throw. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop. And the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 0-1 count and the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 2-2. And a fastball just a bit up. Matt Chapman will be next. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Chapman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
And
3-1. Matt Joyce would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard on the ground to short. Simmons has it, and now a jump throw against his body. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Here's Matt Joyce now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's set, and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Chapman is off of first with 2 away. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Popped him up. Cozart will put this one away, and the side is retired. Ian Kinsler will be the one to get things started when we come back. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Ian Kinsler, your attention please. Now pitching for the A's, number 15, Emilio Pagan.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. Here's another 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. First pitch on its way to Upton. Missed with a slider. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Simeon's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 6-2. Jim Johnson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. So now it's Mark Hanna. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early. A windup and the 0-1. On the fists and a jam shot to the right side. Oh, he snares it.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Two and one. Here's Simmons at short, reined in, and the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Dustin Fowler. First pitch coming, here it is. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1 is a curveball in the dirt.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail here at 6-2.
Leading off with the Angels.
Digging in once again, Zach Kozar is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard. Here's Albert now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Runner goes for second. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Chris Young is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
It makes it a lot easier for a catcher to catch and throw. Even though this throw bounces into second, poor jump at first base gives him the time needed to throw him out at second.
2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels go quietly there. They lead it 6-2. Justin Anderson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Towards second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. Ready for another shot now, Jed Lowry. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Kinsler's there for it, and quickly there are 2 away. Here's Chris Davis now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Pujols over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. Here's Jabari Blash. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Blash gets his lead at first, nobody out. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in again as they're back at the top of the order and will go back here as well. This is when he led off the ball game as he really gets him off to a fast start with a solo home run.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Balls hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Ian Kinsler comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Simeon's got it. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Up with it is Kinsler. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he will get there at first, so he reaches on the drop third strike.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Joyce. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Chapman leads off first with 1 away. Again, another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Popped him up. Rivera might try to make a play on it, and that's going to land foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Number 20.
Next up for the A's, Mark Hanna, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and the Angels move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.